And welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Today we are talking about helping local families in need here in Utah. So joining me now is Joe Rinder-Connect, owner and founder of Tiny's Tribe. Thank you for joining us here today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Excited to talk about this.
Yes, tell me about this nonprofit, what exactly it is and what you do.
Yeah, for sure. So my nonprofit's called Tiny's Tribe, and what we strive to do is find local families in our local communities, right, that have been in some kind of tragic incident or accident that resulted in death or injury, right? About 9 years ago, I was in a car crash, and I lost my little brother and grandma. And if it wasn't for like the community support and people coming and, you know, paying for hospital bills or my brother's funeral, or just the community coming and making sure that I was okay, I would not be who I am or where I am today. And so, you know, living for my brother and giving back to the community, I've created this nonprofit to essentially help these families move forward with an optimistic look on life like I was given.
Wow.
So.
Okay, that is incredible that you really have turned a tragedy into some sort of triumph. And I'm just sorry for your loss. Just even hearing the story, it's like, oh, for anybody to pull through and have such a powerful program out of it, I really admire this of you. Tell me, who does the fundraiser benefit and who does the nonprofit benefit then?
Yeah, so we're working with families from like Idaho Falls to like St. George right now, and really we're identifying all these families like in the last few weeks, right? There's been many accidents, and like I'm like, I need to get more people involved because there's so many accidents that have been happening that we're like, I want to help everybody that I can. So the way we help people is we identify the families, and you know they've got to be given a little bit of time before we reach out to them. But the three main things that we do is we raise money for them, we provide food, and then like housing, and then if they need anything else to make their life just as easy as possible, we find partners in the local areas to, you know, service those families and help them in any way possible.
So tell us, like we've just chatted about the last week, even just within the last week, how many incidents we've had, a number of children even that have been killed in horrific accidents. Tell us then about these tragedies. Are you doing something specific right now, fundraiser-wise?
Yeah.
Or tell us,
Yeah, so we've got an event coming up on Saturday, May 7th. It's a two-part event from 11 to 8 that night. But more specifically, we're helping three families. As you all probably remember, JD Mayer, who was run over by a motorcycle, we're supporting their family. There was a family that was in the accident.
That's who we're seeing photos of now, right?
Yes.
Yes, the family, him and his children and wife. Yeah. So
yep.
I want people to be able to
JD and
reference
Lindsay
what this
and their
is.
5 kids.
Yes.
Yep. And then, as you know, just a few days ago, Katie, this little girl, was run over by a mail truck, right, or hit by a mail truck, and so I actually know the family personally, and so it hits really close to home. So we're excited to be able to support that family. And then the third one was back in June, July, when there was a big sandstorm in Cedar City.
Yes.
So there was a family that lost, you know, 5 of their 10 family members, and so we're going to be able to support them. What's really cool about this event that we've got coming up is we're looking to raise like $200,000, and we're going to distribute that money to these 3 families pro rata and be able to do a home renovation for them. And if there's money remaining, we will, you know, give that to them for hospital bills or funeral costs or what have you to help them.
They're telling us time's up, but just tell us if people want to take part where this is at and where they can get more information. Yeah,
for sure. So my website, go to tinystribe.givesmart.com is where our main website. We're doing it at the Grand America, 6 to 8:30, and then at Salt Lake Community College from 11 to 4.
Okay, thank you so much for those that want to donate. They have the website. We'll have all of this linked to abc4.com. Joe, we thank you for your time here today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And again, being an example of turning tragedy into triumph. I really admire it. Coming up.